The reason that you're not getting the views or the subscribers that you want to on YouTube right now is simply because you're using the wrong title, the wrong descriptions, and you're using the wrong tags. And even worse than that, you might be using AI to create your titles, descriptions, or tags for you. And Google, which owns YouTube, doesn't like that. I'm gonna share more with you on that later, but you need to understand, you guys need to be making these adjustments. And by the end of this video, you're gonna have the perfect formula for exactly what titles you should be using, what tags to use, and even how to write a description so that you can go viral on YouTube. I just helped this creator implement these tips, and they were able to gain over 1.1 million subscribers in just a 30-day period. And I helped this creator implement these tips, and they were able to skyrocket their business. They were big on TikTok, big on Instagram, and they were able to transfer it over to YouTube simply by implementing these tips. And the same thing can happen to you if you simply implement the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you. So when it comes to using tags on YouTube, it's incredibly simple. I would just fill up 450 out of 500 characters, because you can use 500, which doesn't mean you need to use 490. Doesn't mean you need to use 499. I would just stick for 450, which is going to be an average amount of tags. Now, of course, it could be 425, it could be 475, but aiming for 450 is going to be the easiest way to do it. On top of that, you want to make sure that each tag is going to be 1 to 5 words, and it needs to be things that people are going to be interested in based off the title of your piece of content. I would also throw competitors' names in there, but I would not load it up with your own name. The reason being is it's kind of a waste of a tag, because YouTube already knows what channel it's coming from, so they know what kind of people interact with that channel, so they're going to push that content to those people anyway. Instead, I would just have it be things that are actually around the topic of the piece of content you're creating and some competitors that you're using. But we can't stop there, because tags are the least important part of this equation. We now have to talk about your description, and then the most important part, which is your title. And I'm even going to be giving you several different formulas that you could use with your titles to skyrocket the amount of views that you get. But before we could dive into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go click on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free YouTube growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. Make sure you get into it. It's also going to share with you the best hashtags to use, which, by the way, I'm not going to mention in this video, and the best time to post on YouTube, because if you're not doing those two things correctly, could also be one of the reasons that you're failing to get a lot of views on YouTube. Now, before I can tell you exactly how to write the perfect description for YouTube, I need to make sure that you're not making the mistake that I see so many creators make. First and foremost, I would not pitch anything in the beginning of your description. Secondly, I wouldn't have hashtags in the beginning of your description. All your description should be is 2 to 3 sentences that clearly describe what the video is about in a human tone. You can use AI to do this, but I would edit the things that you're doing, and I would also use AI to make the tags. But again, you want to be editing these things. You want to make sure that it's not giving you hashtags for the tags also, because those are 2 mistakes that I see so many small accounts make. And the reason that they don't understand that these are mistakes is because they try to use AI for everything. And it's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make with YouTube. Of course, AI is helpful, but you need to actually know what good title, what good tags, what a good description looks like, so that you know when you shouldn't just take what AI is giving you at face value. I see so many of you just using what AI gives you, and it's one of the biggest mistakes that you could possibly make. Why? Because if somebody else in the same niche, which, by the way, there are millions of people that make content about Minecraft and about fashion and about fitness and about real estate. So if you're all typing in the same thing, what do you think is going to happen? You're all going to get the same title, you're all going to get the same description, you're all going to get the same tags, and it's probably not going to work, because Google does not like things that are made by AI. They're doing this within SEO, they're even doing it within video. And I'm not saying, again, that you cannot use AI, but you need to use it, but then also add a human component, because if you don't add a human component, it's just going to lack soul, and it's not going to be relatable to people. And that's going to be the reason that you fail to get views, or it might be because you failed to actually create a good title. Now, before I can share with you the best way to make a title, I need to overemphasize something when it comes to your description. It should just be 2 to 3 sentences. The keywords that show up in your title should also show up in your description, and you shouldn't just be repeating your title, because I also see small channels make that mistake all the time. And I do want to emphasize something. It is easier to grow on YouTube right now, whether you're uploading shorts or you're uploading long form content, than it ever has been before. I just helped this creator, like I shared with you in the beginning of the video, gain 1.1 million subscribers in just a 30-day period. Do you know how crazy that was? That was impossible years ago. That was almost impossible 12 months ago. But today, that could be a reality if you implement this next step, which is going to be making sure that you're adding great titles and using the formulas that I'm going to be sharing with you. But more importantly, you need to make sure that you're taking this opportunity seriously, because I cannot emphasize this enough. This opportunity to grow on YouTube right now is not going to last forever, and you need to make sure that you stay on top of this. Now, The best titles on YouTube essentially follow two different formats. The first one is these 8 formats that are up on the screen. What you're going to try to do with these is you're going to be trying to invoke curiosity. The 8 principles that are on the screen right now are exactly how you can do that. You need to make sure that you're implementing these, ideally multiple of them, into each title that you're using. But we can't stop there, because just trying to do that, you might not be successful. You also need to make sure that you're using a formula based on titles that have gone viral before in the past. And instead of trying to do the research for that, again, I've gone through and put 20 of them up on the screen right now. I strongly suggest that you use these. And the way that you want to use the 8 principles and then the 20 formulas is you want to make sure that you're trying to mix as many of them as possible. Most titles that go viral on YouTube have 2 to 3 of each of them in it. And that is what actually creates a successful title. On top of that, what you need to understand is you need to make sure that you're actually doing the legwork and going through and figuring out whether or not the topic that you're going to be creating a piece of content on is something that people are interested in. If you do a search for that topic and nothing comes up, then you probably shouldn't create a video on it. But if you do a search for that topic and you see a bunch of videos got a bunch of views, well then try to remix the title and the topic that you see show up. Instead of starting from scratch and trying to come up with a brand new title by yourself, which is incredibly hard, take a title that somebody has already done that's been successful and remix it based off of those different principles and different formats. And as a result, you're going to end up creating a better title. Let me give you an example. Instead of doing how to get big biceps, you should do something like avoid this to get big biceps. Or if you keep doing this exercise, your biceps are going to stay small, because that negates, it's a little bit of FOMO and it kind of goes against what's conventional wisdom. And this is going to have somebody click on the video or have somebody watch the video because they're going to have fear of missing out on the information that you're about to tell them. And if you don't implement these psychological tricks, well then guess what's going to happen? Nobody's going to end up watching your content, and you're probably going to waste a ton of time creating content when you could have just changed the packaging of it or changed the title of it. And I literally could have told you that, but we don't work together. Now, if you want to work together to get guaranteed subscribers on YouTube in the next 30 days, well then please keep watching this video, because why would you waste your time and try to come up with the perfect title or the perfect video, or keep just falling on your face when you try to create content instead of working with me where I can guarantee that I can help you grow? If that sounds interesting, well then please keep watching this video, because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on YouTube and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last forever. And there are 2 things holding you back right now. The first one is that you haven't implemented everything that I just shared with you in this video. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my YouTube mentorship program yet, which literally is going to guarantee that I help you get more subscribers on YouTube in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 31,000 subscribers. And the lowest amount of subscribers anybody has ever gained is 1,000 subscribers if they implement everything that I share with them in this video. If you want results like that, please go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because if you're still watching this video, I'm gonna guess that you're above average. So the odds of you getting over 31,000 subscribers is probably quite high. And if you don't remember, you need 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetized on YouTube. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to make more money from YouTube and for you to set yourself up to become a full-time YouTuber. In fact, I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags use, again, to guarantee that you get more subscribers on YouTube. If you don't get more subscribers in the next 30 days, I will give you your money back, 0 questions asked. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is designed to help you get more subscribers faster and easier. Ultimately, it's going to get you more subscribers or your money back. This creator just went through it and gained over 100,000 subscribers. This creator over 150,000 subscribers, and this creator over 400,000 subscribers. And I want you to be my next success story, and I want you to be the next person that makes a full-time living from YouTube. So please go to the link in the description below, sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're gonna get more subscribers or you're gonna get your money back. If you're not interested in those 2 things, please watch the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.